Hi, everybody. Erica from In the Company of Cards, as promised, to do some free readings. So we will be here for only an hour. I see there are a lot of people in the queue, and that's great. So we're going to start at the top and work our way down. I'll be coming back again at 5 p.m. Pacific. To do another hour. So if you don't get in now, maybe you'll get in later. Pardon my hair sticking up. What are you going to do? All right. What's the first question?
Lydia wants to know if her daughter will be happy in her new job or will she come back?
Okay. Lydia is asking, will her daughter be happy in her new job? So what I'm going to do is look for the card for the job and then see what comes up. I'm not going to be flipping the camera up and down, so that you can watch because, that takes time. But I am going to just look for the card for job, which is the fox, and see what cards are around it. Okay. And then I'll hold them up and say what I see. Okay. Remember, these are only 5 card readings. So we have the birds, Lydia. We have the young man. Fox stands for job. We have the garden, and we have the tree. I think she's going to like the job. And the reason that I say that, let's see, which is the one that I pulled first. I've got to put them back in order so I don't mess up the order. Birds is about groups of people, and I think she'll meet groups of people that she really enjoys and will want to hang out with for a while on the job. So I think that's really nice. I think she'll feel as though she can do a good job in this job. I think she is full of confidence. And then we have this garden here, and I love that garden as well. Again, it's other people. I think she'll meet people who sort of keep her on her toes and keep her encouraged. And I think it'll be a really good experience for her.
Patricia wants a general reading.
Okay, Patricia would like a general reading, which, I hate that term, but okay. And so I'm going to look to see whether Spirit has a message for Patricia. And I'm just going to let Spirit pull all the cards since I don't have a subject. Okay, so I'm just pulling 5 cards. Okay. Okay, Patricia, we have the mountain, we have the lily, we have the young woman in the middle, we have the bear, and we have fish. So I'm going to say that I think you have been feeling stuck, not knowing which direction to go in. But Spirit is saying to be peaceful about this. That you've got this. To whatever the degree your angst, your worry is financial, I can mirror the mountain with this. But remember that this is also the card for emotions. But they're saying, be peaceful, be serene. We've got you. You've got this. I like the bear here. The bear is about feeling powerful. Okay. Yeah.
Connie in Canada wants to know if it's wise to sell her home this spring or summer.
Okay. Connie is in Canada is asking whether it would be better to sell her house in the spring or in the summer. So what I'm going to do is pull 3 cards for spring, and then I'll pull 3 cards.
No. Is it wise to sell this spring or summer?
Oh, together. Oh, is it wise to sell in the season coming up, which is the spring and summer? Okay. All right, so we're looking at the sale of a house. Okay, and I think I'll look for the house with an eye towards, you wanting to sell it. So how will that be? All right, so we're looking for the house. Okay. Well, this is, we're living in interesting times, but we have the rider, we have the coffin, we have the house, we have the key, but the last card is the snake. So let me just say a couple of words about this. The rider, the message, the news coming in, I can mirror it with that last card. I don't know that I would put the house on the market this spring or summer. I don't think that I would. The market may not be as good as you think it would be. This could be like a dead market, so to speak. I just don't like that snake at the end. And then the fourth card is the key. And so this is telling me not yet, not yet. I would hold on to it, see if it appreciates. We don't know what's going to be going on with markets, including housing. So I would hold off.
Mrs. Pruitt and her husband are waiting for a settlement offer. Will it come soon? Will it be enough to take care of them?
Okay. Mrs. Pruitt and her husband are waiting for a settlement offer, and they want to know, will the offer come soon, and will it be enough to take care of them? So settlement offer. You know what? I'm going to use the letter for that, and then see if any financial cards come up and what kind of financial cards they look like. Okay, so I'm using the letter for the settlement. Okay, so this is the letter. I'm just putting cards to the left and cards to the right. And we have the tower, we have the whip, we have the letter, we have the dog, and we have the bear. I'm going to say yes, that it's coming soon, and that yes, it will be enough. This is the card for, like court. And this has been quite the ordeal, it sounds like. We have the letter in the middle, but I think you have good people representing you. This would stand for, like, for example, lawyers. And I think that the settlement will be actually sufficient for your needs. Yes. I'm going to have to close the curtain because I see that there's a glare. Hold on. Okay, that should help.
Janice would like a message from the cards.
Okay, Janice is asking for a message from the cards. All right, so I'm just going to pull this down so you can. All right, well, then it cuts my head off. Okay, don't want to do that. All right, Janice, this is, okay, a message from the cards. Let's see. So again, there's no questions, so I'm just going to pull 5. Okay. There's one of these animals in this deck is being very active today, I see. We have the snake, we have the sun, we have the book, we have the lily, and we have the mice. I'm hold on, put them down so I can look at them. I can mirror the snake with the last card, the mice. So you definitely have something that is worrying you, that is bothering you. Next time, if I do these free readings, or if you ever have a reading from anybody, you'd be wiser to be really specific and say what you're really wanting to know, because then I could help you more specifically. But these are cards of worry, anxiety, trouble, etc. However, this card is the sun, and I can mirror that with the lily. So whatever is going on, again, be peaceful about it. Know that spirit has got you. However, in the center, we have the book. It's making me think that whatever is going on, you may not even know what that's about. Because remember, the book is about things we don't know. But if something comes your way, just that's how life is, right? Life is full of ups and downs. And I think that the message is for you to roll with the punches, because everything's going to be fine in the end. Don't feed the energy of anything negative, but keep your eyes open. I think that's what the Sun card's about. Keep your eyes open.
Edward would like a general reading.
Okay, Edward would like a general reading. Okay, so I'm just shuffling. Okay, Edward. Okay, so Edward, for you, we have the lily, the scales, we have the older woman card, the sun, and the garden. I mean, these are really nice cards. Again, it's a general reading, so I mean, it's not even, there's no context that I can give you. But lily is about peace, ease, right? And I think that the garden is sort of everything external to your front door. So it could very well be, especially with the second card being the scale, maybe slow your roll a little bit. Maybe be a little bit more, balance out the things that you do. You know what I mean? Too much fun is not fun anymore, I guess would be the message. I like the sun mirroring the scales. It's just saying, live a life of balance. And this could be a person. I don't know if there's someone in your life that's an older woman. She would be in spirit. She would be the one giving you this guidance, I think. But I think it's more about sort of temper yourself, slow your roll, be moderate in anything that you're being excessive in, and you'll have a smoother path.
Tori Soar. Will my son and his wife move to Japan this year?
What's the name?
Tori Soar.
Tori. Tori wants to know, will her son and his wife move to Japan
this year?
Well, okay. So I'm going to look for the ship, and that will stand for any possible move to Japan this year. Popped right up. Hold on. Okay. You'll see why I said hold on in a second. So I have the stork, the moon, the ship that stands for the move, the coffin, and the ring. Now, a coffin's a coffin. Nobody likes a coffin, except sometimes we do. And so what I decided to do was to pull some clarifiers on that coffin and see what that was about. And we have this older man, we have the letter, we have the tree. I think that they will move. I think that this move will be really, really good, transformative even for maybe their understanding of who they are in the world and how they're meant to take up space. So I think it's going to be really good. It could be contract related because that's the ring there. I think the terms of the contract will be very good. And with this coffin card, which is the one I needed to clarify, we have this older man, the letter, the tree. There could, again, be some sort of work contract coming in, some kind of offer like that. And that would be, really transformative for their lives and for his work. So I say yes, and I think it will be a very good move.
Will Diana's son and his wife move into their own place in February or later?
Will Diane and
Diana.
Will Diana and who?
Son,
will her son? Okay. Diana wants to know whether her son and his wife will move into their own place. I gather they're in your place. I mean, you are the decider. I mean, am I right? Of whether they stay in your place. But we can look and see if a move is coming up for them. So that will be, again, the ship. Will they be moving to their own place? Sounds like close quarters. Diana. All right, we're looking for the ship again. Oh, it's deep in the deck. Okay. I think so. I think so. We have the older woman. I feel like that's you, having been kind to them and taken them in, so to speak. This is the move. We have crossroads and we have the young man. Yeah, I think they will have some options actually that they haven't had. This will be, you're asking me about this year. These two cards are the farthest cards out. So it's not going to be this month and not going to be next month probably. But I do think that they will move and that they'll have options. So it won't be like, you know, to a shelter or the street. I think they'll have two good options to choose from that are not your house.
Frankie's selling his RV. Should he hold out for the price he wants or take the best offer?
Okay, what's the name?
Frankie.
Frankie is selling his RV and wants to know if he should hold out for the best price or take the best offer. I'm going to pull 3 cards for holding out, and then I'll pull 3 cards for taking the best offer. So this is for holding out, and this is for taking the best offer. Interesting. Okay, though this is for holding out. It starts with clouds, not a fan. The older man, and then the star. You could be waiting till hell freezes over to get the offer that you want. So, that you're asking for. And then if you hold out. But then we have taking the best offer. We have the dog, we have the book, and we have the garden. Even though the book is things we don't know, I think you could be pleasantly surprised by what the best offer ends up being. But in terms of waiting, with that cloud being the first card for waiting, I wouldn't wait. I would sell.
3 eyes. Just inherited property. Should we sell it or keep it?
Okay. Let me repeat again that the word should not be in the question that you ask, because it sort of tells the universe that you don't understand that you're the decider. You get to decide this. You don't want to just sort of give your power away in that way. So the question is, should we
Sell it or keep it?
Sell it, or should we keep it?
Property.
And I'm going to pull 3 cards. How will it be if we sell? Those will be the first 3. How will it be if we keep it? So top will be sell. And how will it be if we keep it? Okay, interesting. So sell is the scythe, the rider, and the garden. I think you could do well if you sold it. I really do. Now, if you keep it, that's quite the commitment. And hopefully you would do it because you love it, right? And not for any other reason. Because the card in the middle is the mountain. If you keep it, it may keep you from doing some other things that you want to do, whatever those are. So I think if you sold it, you'd do well. I think if you keep it, you'd also do well, but it would be like, like an albatross around your neck, because it would prevent you from doing some things that selling would allow you to do. Hope that helps.
Did Kimberly get a message on her planned move?
Yes, Kimberly wants a message about her planned move. So again, we're going to look for the ship, and that will stand for Kimberly's planned move. Okay, so this is not will she, won't she. This is how's the move going to go. And we're going to look for the ship. I'm just making sure they're shuffled. Okay, so we're looking for the ship. Deep in the deck. Okay, there it is. How will this move go? Well, Kimberly, I don't know. We've got the mountain, you've got the mice, we've got the ship, the child, and the man. But I'm going to say, everything's backwards, not like when I'm usually doing a regular YouTube. So that's why I'm fumbling a little bit with the cards, because I don't want to talk about them out of order. I think this move may well have been delayed. You may have wanted to do it sooner and then couldn't. But it looks like the delay has been eaten away at. Mice nibble away at the card before. So, it makes sense that you would ask the question, like, how's it going to go? Because so far it's been difficult. But I think that, I'm hoping that you're taking things in small chunks. Don't do like I do and hurry up and pack everything and, did you forget anything or should you have done it differently, etc. So I think just chunk things into small, manageable pieces would be smart, because that will make you feel like you have some control over all of this. But I'm also going to say there still may be a delay. Don't rush. Wherever you're moving to is not going anywhere. You're the one going. So that place is not going anywhere. Don't rush. Don't rush the move. Just be slow and methodical and careful, and you'll be fine.
Judy is retired with some health problems. Will she, can she, should she try to move to France in the next few years?
Ooh, Judy wants to know if how a move to France would be in the next few years. She's retired and she's got some health problems. And so she wants to know how a move to France would be for her. So again, we're going to look for the ship. That and the snake are getting a workout today. All right. So we're looking for this ship. To move to France. What's her name again?
Judy.
Judy. Okay. Deep in the deck. All right, finally, there's the move, Judy. Okay, we have the anchor, we have the young man, we have the ship, we have the sun, and we have the birds. I kind of like this, to tell you the truth. Now, an anchor, this is where you want to place yourself, to put yourself. You may well have people there already. I hope you do, because this is sort of talking and gathering, and it feels like a community. So if you have people in France, then I think this move would be great. I think it's quite a bold thing to do with this young yang card here, who sticks his neck out and does something bold, but it's mirrored by the sun. So yes, I think you should plan for this. I think it'll be great, so long as you have, or you will have, a community of people, whether they're expats, whether they're family, whatever. Be sure you have people there, because that's going to be important.
Sandy wants to know if she will be successful in winning her work comp case this year.
Okay. Sandy wants to know if she'll be successful in winning her work comp case this year. I'm going to look for the tower, because the tower is like the decider of these kinds of things, like a court or a committee. So let's look for the tower. Okay, so this stands for how the entity that decides this case will decide. This is the entity. Okay. So we have the bouquet, we have the rider, we have the tower, the whip, and the scales. Yes, I think you will win, and I think that whatever you get will be a fair settlement. Definitely, yes.
Dale is expecting twin grandbabies in April. Will everything be all right?
Okay, Dale's expecting twin grandchildren in April. Will they be okay? How will that all go? I'm going to use stork to stand for that. Okay. I mean, wherever you are in the world, in case you don't know, the stork is a symbol of pregnancy. So will these babies be safely delivered? Okay. Oh, and it's on the bottom of the deck. I don't know why that always surprises me. It's just because statistically it doesn't happen often. So I'm going to have that. That will be the last card, and then I will pull the cards before it. Okay. So we have scales, we have fish, we have ring, fox, and stork. Yes, as promised, these babies will be safely delivered into the world. So yes.
Carol would like to know about her health.
Okay, let me say again, I am not a doctor. I'm not playing one here on YouTube. I'm not your lawyer. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just reading cards. So entertainment purposes only. That said, that disclaimer put out there, I'm going to look for Carol's, the card that represents Carol's health, and just see what cards are around it. Okay. And so the card that represents health is the tree, and the tree represents physical, mental, spiritual, emotional health, health in all forms. Okay. So we're looking for the tree for Carol's health. Deep in the deck, but that's fine. Oh, as soon as I said that, pops up. Okay, Carol, this stands for your health. Okay, so we have the older man. We have this younger woman. There's the tree. We have the mice. And we have the older woman. So I'm going to say that it's clear you have health challenges. And I say that because of the mice. I think that they are of a chronic nature, so, something that's not a cold, which you get and then it goes away, but something that you have to deal with, you know, that you have to deal with and keep dealing with. Now, if there are issues with your heart, you need to take the steps that you need to take to address that. But, on the mice, which is the card for, it can be the card for ill health. But the cards that I just drew two, were the sun and, the heart and then the sun. So I like this. Again, if it's cardiac, you need to address it. The sun can speak to both being aware of something, just sort of addressing what you need to address that you haven't addressed. But it's also, as we know, it's the happy card in the deck. So that's good. I think that you are surrounded and protected by people in spirit. I think that's who this man is. I think this woman, and I think this one also. I just feel very much like you're surrounded by loved ones in spirit. All of us have health issues, or if we don't, we will, because none of us gets out of here alive, so to speak. So this is sort of an inevitability, and it's about how to navigate this with peace and with grace, and know that you're surrounded and supported by people who love you. Okay.
James wants to know about new job prospects and direction to take.
Okay. Well, direction to take. I mean, I can look at new job prospects. So I'm going to use the fox because that's the job card. I don't want to answer two questions for one person because it's kind of not fair. But I'm going to just say, you said direction to take, right? And so that feels more sort of careerish to me. But you asked first about job prospects, so that's what I'm going to look at. Had it been career, it would be the moon, but because it's job, we're going to look for the fox. Okay, new job prospects. What's his name?
James.
James, for James. Okay. Second card. So there it is. That's job prospects. And all right, James. We have the ship, the sun. This fox is for job prospects, but we've got the mountain and we've got the mice. Don't love these, except that I think that these cards are actually giving you some good advice. So in order to move up in terms of the quality of job that you get, it's really important that you do what you need to do to put yourself in a position to qualify for jobs like that, right? Do you remember if I said mice, mountain, or mountain mice? I don't remember. I think that there is something in your way keeping you from getting a better quality job. It could be that you need more education. It could mean that you should pick an area that you're interested in, right? Because if you take a job and even if it pays well, you find it boring or you don't like the people or whatever it is, well, then you're not going to be happy. So it's important for you, you can't just sort of wish this into existence. What do you need to do to make yourself an attractive candidate for the kind of job that you want? So start with you and then worry about the job market.
The mediumship. Adrian's mom passed in 2020. She really misses her. Is there any message from her?
Okay, Adrian's mom passed in 2020, and she'd like to know if her mom has a message for her. So the card for mother is bear. This really would constitute what we call a mediumship reading. And I do mediumship, but only through the cards. So does Adrian's mom have a message for her? We're going to look for the bear. Okay. Second card up. So that's your mom, Adrian. And only one card came before her. So let's see. Okay. Okay, so we have the rider. We have your mom. We have house, cross, clouds. I'm going to say that your mom is very well aware of how much you miss her. She's also speaking to your domestic situation, whatever's going on at home for you. Like there may very well be, for example, arguments that you're having. So she's aware of that. The cross is a card of pain. I don't know if there is pain around some male person. And then the final card is the clouds. I'm drawing a clarifier. And the stars are the clarifier for the clouds. I can mirror the first card with the last card. So I can mirror the rider with star. And, the star is sort of where she resides now. And so she's saying she's with you. She hears what you're going through and she supports you and she loves you. And that you deserve to be happy. So if there are things going on in your domestic situation that you're not happy with, address that. And she will hold your hand as you do that.
Dina wants to know, is there advice to get through the next 4 years? Dina.
I don't know, Dina, you tell me. No, I'm kidding. Dina wants to know, is there advice for getting through the next 4 years? And So Dina has generously thrown her question out for the collective. I think this question is for all of us who feel like getting through the next 4 years will be no easy thing. Okay, so I'm going to just let Spirit pull all the cards. Dina, this is your question, but this is for all of us, and I think it was generous of you to offer that as your question. So. So, yeah, we have at the helm a lot of con men. I'm not even going to say con people, con men, although there's some women in there. Tulsi, looking at you. So, yeah, that's a problem. But one of the good things that's happening is that their dirt's not being done in the dark. I can mirror this card, the fox, with the sun. And it's really important, I think, in these 4 years to pay attention. There's always been dirt done to us and in our name, but now we'll be able to see it. And when you see something, then you can address it. So that's good. But of course, the dirt that people are doing leaves us confused, depressed, unsure. But there is good news because the card that's in the middle is the stork. We have an opportunity to turn this around. The stork is about positive change. And I don't mean this in as gendered a way as you might think, but I will say that the divine feminine is going to be what helps clear all of this up. Part of the reason that women are in the position that we've always been in is because we are powerful beyond measure. And it is in certain people's interest to have us forget that, to not be aware of that. But part of Pluto and Aquarius is that the rise of the divine feminine, which will clear out these clouds. So let all the dust settle, let the dirt come to light, let us all see what's been done in the dark be done in the daylight, and then we can get the broom and sweep it out, if you know what I mean. So this is not all bad. We are seeing face to face what once we only saw through a glass darkly, and knowledge is power.
Morgan Witch.
Oh, hi.
She would love
She's
to
my
know
friend.
the energy around her in 2025.
Okay. Morgan Witch, the energy around you in 2025. We've known each other a long time through the card world. All right. The energy around you. So I'm going to let Spirit pick all those cards too. I'm glad you got in. I know you tried last time. I guess it was too late for your time zone. Okay. Okay, so we have the older woman, we have the heart, we have the fox in the middle, we have the letter, and we have the book. Okay. Now, you like I am an older woman. We are both that. I think that you put a lot of love out into the world, and I think you're going to continue to do that. I know you're an astrologer. So through your writing, I think your writing will increase and again help the collective in ways that you don't even know yet. So I would just say, especially with the card representing you mirroring the book, I would say expect the unexpected, and that what we're talking about is you sort of working your mastery. Right. I know you're a very magical person. So here, the fox is not a bad thing. The fox is like an expert to whatever degree you teach magic, or you teach astrology, or you teach the gifts of the divine feminine. You will be doing more of that work. So I think that's great.
Vicky, how do my finances look this year? My clients are struggling and I am near retirement.
Okay, Vicky.
Vicky.
Vicky wants to know how her finances will go. She has clients. Clients are struggling. She's nearing retirement. So this is not an opportune time for her clients to be struggling. So I'm going to look at finances for you. And the card for that will be fish. Okay, just trying to shuffle the energy. Okay, all right. So we're looking for fish for Vicky, and that will represent her finances. Okay, so that's fish. Well, Vicky, you will be delighted to see the cards are the house, there's you, there's your money, we have the sun, and we have the key. You know that song? My partner hates it, but from Annie, the musical, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. There will be sun. Things will improve. So I don't think you need to worry. And you know, if things improve, that means that things will improve for your clients. And isn't that a good thing as well? So I think things will improve for you.
Denise, how will my and my husband's health be this year?
Okay, I will ask Denise about your health, because if I look at both people's health, then I'm doing two questions. And ultimately, that's not fair, right? Because there's a lot of people here and everybody wants a pull. So Denise, I will look at your cards, your health. Nice try, but okay. All right, this is for Denise's health. So we're looking for the tree because that's the card that represents health. Okay, so we have clover, we have coffin, we have the tree, we have the stork, and we have the fish. Okay, let me put them in order back so that I don't get them confused. Okay, so clover is, you know, in a health reading, sometimes it can be something that is not chronic, but instead is acute. And I think to whatever degree you've been suffering from anything acute, that will end. So that's a good thing. And then we have the tree in the middle. And then the other two cards, the stork and fish. I think that your health will be better this year than it's been. And I think that you will also be happier, because I can mirror that this is happiness and this is emotions. So I think you'll be in a better mental state, probably because your health improves. So that's great.
Southwest Houston, can I ask who is contacting me?
No.
Okay. Sayado would like to know about finances.
Sayado. Sayado is asking about finances. So again, we're going to look for fish, but you know, we want to shuffle so that we're not answering somebody else's question about money. Okay, Sayadu's finances, we're looking for fish. I kind of like these cards for you, Sayadu. We have the ship, we have the rider. This is the finance card in the middle. We have the fox. Oops. And we have the young man. I like this for a financial reading because, you know, things move forward. That's good. And you'll get some sort of message about this. We have the fish in the middle, that's finance card. But this second card here, like the news coming in, well, I can mirror it with Fox. So this could very well have to do with your work. That's your work. That's what I think. And I think that you are seen as a sort of a go-getter, right? That's what this card's all about, go-getter energy. And I can mirror it with the ship. I think your finances will be very good this year.
Yolanda, I want to know what you see career-wise for my husband who's been laid off since 2023. The stress is getting to us.
Okay. Yolanda's asking about work for her spouse who's been laid off since 2023. And she said career. So I'm not going to look for the fox. I think I'm going to look for the moon because the moon is the card for career. Okay. So this is for Yolanda's husband. Okay, so Yolanda, this stands for career for your husband. All right. I know you've been stressed out, so I pulled a few extra cards for you. So we have the dog, we have the snake, we have the moon, we have the fox, and we have the bear. Okay. Put them back so I don't get them all confused. All right. So, I feel like people have maybe been disappointing, right? Like there may have been people who said, "Oh, I can help you. I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody." But then, it didn't really work out. But the thing about it, these are past. So that's good. So now we're in the present. There's our moon. And I do think that your husband has an area of expertise, which is good. And the last card is the bear. And I like this because this is money coming in. This is maybe like some kind of managerial, supervisory type position because a bear is a boss. And then I pulled some clarifiers. So just a couple on the moon, and we have the tree, and we have fish. So this may take a while longer, the tree. May take a while longer. And I get that that's emotionally, stressful. But, patience, grasshopper. Now, this is the card for this area of expertise that he has. And the clarifiers are the clouds and clover. So I think, he's probably saying, well, I don't know, do I have this area of expertise? Because, where's the job offers? But then we have clover, and clover is a lucky card. So I think he needs to keep his ear to the ground, look for breadcrumbs, because I think something will come up unexpectedly. And then we have this actual job, and I feel like it's something kind of in charge, managerial. And the clarifiers are the sun and the garden, which I really like. So I do think work will come in. I think it'll be work that he will enjoy, that will match his skill set. And I think that it will financially be, help you kind of get back on your feet. And not for nothing, it may come from someone that, your circle, people, who know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. That may not have worked out in the past, but I think that moving forward, he could get a lucky break. So, be sure that his resume is polished and emphasizes the skills that he wants to use, not just the skills that he has, but the ones that he really wants to use. Like if you're a good potato peeler, but you hate peeling potatoes, you're not going to put potato peeler on your resume because otherwise you'll get a job as a potato peeler. That's all you'll get a job for. So to make sure that he's really highlighting, showcasing his skill set, and I do feel like it's something managerial. Yeah.
Should November stay in finance or move to something artistic?
Okay, we don't say should in this house. So I'm going to pull 3 cards. The question is, and then the person's name is November, which I think is very cool. No. How will it be if they stay in finance? And then 3 cards for how will it be if they move to a field that is more artistic in nature? Okay, so top 3 cards will be finance, and bottom 3 will be something artistic. Okay. Here's the thing. Finance is what you're doing now. We have the dog, the heart, and the fox. I think you're really good at finance stuff. And I think that people they feel like they can trust you in that particular arena. So, you're very good at that. Now, this is the other one is something artistic. And I love the cards that came out because I was wondering if this one card would come out. We have crossroads, we have coffin, and we have child. So here's the advice. I'm a mom. So of course a mom's going to say, well, is that going to pay your bills? If you want to do something artistic. So the cards are like being like your mom. They're saying, is that going to pay your bills? But it's a nice mom. So then they're saying, here's what you should do, dear. The first card was crossroads. Your heart is clearly wanting to do something artistic, right? So do it on the side as a part-time gig, so that you can, this is a card for transformation, so that you can eventually shift over into something creative. Start small. Now, I'll give you the perfect example would be me. I taught English for 30 years. But when I found Lenormand, I was doing both of them simultaneously. I would get up in the morning and teach from 7 to 3. Then I would race home and I would study the cards and I would read for all kinds of people online all over the world. And that's how I got really good. And that's how I'm here today. I don't teach anymore. I don't teach English, but I do cards. I do the thing I love. There's an expression, we do what we have to do so that we can do what we want to do. So I am not one of those moms saying, yeah, don't do the art thing because that's not going to pay your bills. I'm saying stick with the finance thing because that will pay your bills, but build slowly the thing that you love, which is the thing artistic, so that eventually, and this is the card right in the middle of the line, you can transform what you do from one thing, finance, to the other thing. If there are ways that you can do finance and meld it, by the way, with a creative thing. So, does a dance company need a bookkeeper, right? That way you're in the creative field, but you're doing the thing that you're really, really super good at, which is finance. It's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's just a suggestion as well.
Rhonda, what will it look like if I begin a YouTube channel?
Okay, Rhonda is asking, what will it be if I begin a YouTube channel? There's somebody I love on YouTube. I'm going to give her a shout out and then she'll get even more views. But her name is Dough, Dough, dough like money, Dough Dash. Get it? DoorDash. She's just a regular woman. She's 42, no education to speak of, no money, no nothing. And so what she did, she started this YouTube channel where she took people along with her on her DoorDash routes because she was delivering food. Well, the channel blew up. So she looked for her Dough Dash. And what she now does on her channel is she encourages everybody to go on YouTube. I mean, why should the movie stars be the only ones who are famous? I'm just saying. I mean, here I am on YouTube. So let's see, how would a YouTube channel be for you? I'm going to use stars because stars is also the card for like any kind of internet social media thing. And I am intending for the energy of stars to be your YouTube channel. What is the name again? The person?
Rhonda.
Rhonda. Okay, Rhonda, let's look at your YouTube channel. Okay. I will give you a piece of advice. Know who you're trying to reach. Be clear on who your audience is. That's important. Okay, we're looking for stars, and that will be Rhonda's YouTube career. Okay. Okay, Rhonda, this is actually kind of cool. We have birds, we have the book, stars are in the middle, we have the key, and we have the stork. All right, so let me put them back in order so I can talk about them. Okay, here's the thing. You know, if you want your channel to grow, because this is the card for that, it's like advertising and getting the word out, right? You have to figure out what you're doing on YouTube. You can't just like go on there. I mean, there's 24 hours in the day. People will click off fast if they're like, what is this even for? So even before I pulled the cards, remember what I said? Know what it is you're offering and know who your target audience is, because you don't know now. So you better figure that part out. If you do, and when you do, there's your YouTube channel, you're going to do really well. The key is, I call it the fraternal twin of the sun. It's that good of a card. And the stork, positive change. You know, you can monetize. You can, you know, you can, be known, right? I think it's a really great idea for you, but you better do this part, because you have to do that part before you do this part. So good luck.
Last one.
Okay, this is the last question.
Kayla is a transgender woman. She wants to be safe and have peace, money, and relationships. So could you do a general reading?
Okay, this is for Kayla. Kayla is transgender, and I think she would like to know, what's in store for her in all the areas. But I'm just going to pull 5 cards for you, Kayla, and let's see how life is going to be looking for you this year. And I'll let Spirit pick all the cards. Again, I will be back doing this at 5 Pacific today. And you all do not know your clock thing, because Pacific, you can't get more, west than that in the U.S.
Hawaii.
Huh?
Hawaii.
But okay, Hawaii, you all figure that out. If it's 5 o'clock Pacific, it's going to be 6 o'clock Mountain. It's going to be 7 o'clock Central. It's going to be 8 o'clock Eastern. I mean, come on. All right. So Kayla, this is for you. They're actually really nice cards. We have the heart, we have the rider, we have the book, we have the house, we have the bouquet. So I will say this. I think love is coming in for you. That's the card of something coming in. I think there's a lot of things that you are figuring out that you don't know. So just be open to everything. I think you are still learning how to be at home in yourself. And the last card is the bouquet. You can't beat that. The heart mirrors the bouquet. I think really good things are coming in for you the more you relax into your identity. So it's really good. We don't know what we don't know till we know it. So just figure everything out and good things will come to you. All right, you all, thank you so much for coming. I will see whoever's here again, or, maybe new people, at 5 Pacific. If you got a question answered, then come and watch, of course, but let somebody else take a turn, because that's the nice thing to do. Please do like, share, subscribe, all those things. And, my goal for August is 50,000. These readings were a thank you for reaching 25,000. We are now about 200 something more than that. I'd really love us to grow. And so spread the word. And I'll see everybody at 5 Pacific. Take care.